Behind the walls of their training compound near Beijing, the Special Combat Brigade conducts exercises so realistic that soldiers practice urban warfare drills in full-scale subway replicas and high-rise building assaults. Modern simulation systems create scenarios that test every aspect of special operations warfare. These men train for missions they hope never to face, but must be prepared to execute perfectly. We documented their current training cycles and discovered their real-world mission record remains closely held by the PLA, but recent joint exercises indicate growing operational readiness. The transformation of this elite unit reflects broader changes in how China selects and prepares its most capable warriors for an evolving battlefield. The new generation recruitment drive. Recruitment centers across Beijing now buzz with activity that would have seemed impossible during the brigade's formation decades ago. In 2025, candidates include tech graduates and former athletes side by side, reflecting the PLA's expanded criteria. Computer science graduates sit alongside martial arts champions in waiting areas, each carrying portfolios that showcase drastically different skill sets. A 23-year-old software engineer from Tsinghua University reviews cybersecurity protocols, while the candidate next to him practices advanced combat breathing techniques. This scene repeats daily as the brigade searches for individuals who can master both digital warfare and physical combat operations. Modern warfare demands have transformed the candidate profile completely. The traditional recruitment focus on physical strength and rural backgrounds has expanded to include urban professionals with advanced technical degrees. Software engineers who spent years developing artificial intelligence algorithms now compete for positions alongside former police officers and military veterans. The selection committee reviews applications from individuals with backgrounds spanning technology, engineering, and specialized athletics. Each candidate must demonstrate proficiency in multiple domains that reflect the complex nature of contemporary military operations. The screening process itself has become a technological showcase that rivals the training these candidates hope to receive. Advanced physiological sensors track stress responses during physical examinations, while algorithms analyze psychological profiles in real time. Candidates wear monitoring equipment that measures cardiovascular responses and stress indicators during simulated combat scenarios. The data collected creates comprehensive profiles that predict performance under extreme conditions with remarkable accuracy. These systems can identify candidates who might excel in traditional training but struggle with the technological integration required for modern operations. Statistical analysis reveals the dramatic shift in selection standards. Today, only a small fraction of volunteers succeed, compared to earlier decades when physical fitness and basic military aptitude were sufficient qualifications. Current screening protocols eliminate candidates who cannot demonstrate rapid learning capabilities across multiple technical disciplines. The selection committee reviews applications from tens of thousands of individuals annually, yet only hundreds of positions become available. This creates intense competition that drives candidates to develop hybrid skill sets, combining physical excellence with technological expertise. Recruitment officers have expanded their search parameters to include locations that previous generations would have ignored completely. University campuses host specialized recruitment events where officers demonstrate advanced equipment to computer science and engineering students. Technology companies receive regular visits from brigade representatives who seek employees with both technical skills and physical fitness backgrounds. These recruitment drives target individuals who might never have considered military service, but possess the analytical thinking required for modern warfare applications. The officers present military service as an opportunity to work with cutting-edge technology that exceeds anything available in civilian sectors. The cognitive assessment process has become as rigorous as physical testing. Virtual reality systems create high-stress scenarios where candidates must make split-second decisions while processing multiple information streams simultaneously. These assessments measure pattern recognition, spatial reasoning, and decision-making speed under extreme pressure. Candidates navigate complex urban environments while identifying threats, coordinating team movements, and managing technical systems. The scenarios adapt to individual performance levels, creating increasingly difficult challenges that push cognitive abilities to their limits. Performance data from these assessments often determines selection outcomes more than traditional physical fitness scores. Demographic analysis shows the average successful candidate age has increased to 24 years, reflecting the extended education requirements for technical specializations. Most accepted candidates hold university degrees in fields directly applicable to modern warfare, including computer science, electrical engineering, and applied mathematics. This age increase creates challenges for traditional military discipline structures designed for younger recruits. The brigade has adapted its training protocols to accommodate candidates with established professional backgrounds and advanced analytical skills. These older recruits often bring workplace experience that enhances team dynamics and problem-solving capabilities. Geographic recruitment patterns have shifted dramatically toward urban centers where technical education is more prevalent. Cities like Shanghai, Shenzhen, and Guangzhou now provide more successful candidates than traditional rural recruitment areas. Urban candidates typically possess stronger educational backgrounds and greater exposure to advanced technology, making them better prepared for the technical aspects of modern training. However, they often require additional physical conditioning to meet combat standards. The brigade has established partnerships with urban fitness centers and martial arts schools to help prepare potential candidates before they apply. The waiting list system demonstrates the unit's selectivity and the intense competition for positions. Thousands of qualified applicants remain on active waiting lists, with some individuals maintaining their applications for multiple years while improving their qualifications. The brigade maintains detailed profiles of waiting list candidates, tracking their continued education, physical fitness improvements, and skill development. Some candidates complete additional certifications in cybersecurity, learn multiple programming languages, or pursue advanced degrees to strengthen their applications. This waiting period often results in better prepared candidates who demonstrate exceptional commitment to joining the unit. Competition among candidates has created unofficial preparation networks where potential recruits share training strategies and technical knowledge. Online forums discuss the latest selection criteria, physical training regimens, and technical skills that might provide advantages during the application process. Some candidates form study groups to master advanced mathematics, cryptography, and systems analysis. Others focus on developing hybrid fitness programs that combine traditional military conditioning with technical training. These preparation networks demonstrate the high level of commitment required even to attempt joining the brigade. The transformation extends beyond individual qualifications to encompass the entire recruitment infrastructure. Advanced data analytics help identify potential candidates from academic records, professional achievements, and demonstrated problem-solving abilities. The recruitment system can predict which individuals might succeed in training based on educational background, extracurricular activities, and analytical capabilities. This predictive capability allows recruiters to focus their efforts on candidates with the highest probability of success, making the entire process more efficient. Training preparation programs have emerged to help candidates develop the hybrid skill sets required for selection. These programs combine physical conditioning with technical education, creating intensive preparation courses that can last 6 months or longer. Candidates learn basic programming, electronics theory, and systems analysis alongside traditional military fitness training. Some programs include simulated selection exercises that help candidates understand the expectations and prepare for the actual screening process. The existence of these preparation programs reflects the complexity of modern selection requirements. The evolution in recruitment represents a fundamental shift in how China approaches special forces development. The brigade now seeks individuals who can operate effectively in both physical and digital warfare environments. This dual capability requirement has created a new category of military professional that combines traditional warrior skills with advanced technical expertise. Once selected, these carefully chosen candidates face training that pushes both their physical and technological capabilities to unprecedented levels. Advanced Training Technology Revolution. The main training hall stretches across 2 football fields, filled with equipment that appears more suited for a technology showcase than a military base. Virtual reality systems create 3-dimensional combat environments that materialize around soldiers within seconds. These simulations generate enemy combatants that move, react, and adapt to soldier behavior with remarkable realism. The virtual opponents use artificial intelligence programming that learns from each encounter, developing counter-tactics that challenge soldiers in ways human instructors never could. During one observed session, virtual enemies remembered individual soldier movement patterns from previous exercises and adjusted their positioning accordingly. The soldiers wear specially designed training suits embedded with sensors that monitor physiological responses throughout each exercise. These sensors track heart rate patterns and stress levels while soldiers navigate combat scenarios. The data streams directly to instructor workstations, where real-time analysis reveals how each soldier responds to different stress factors. Instructors can identify which scenarios cause the greatest physiological impact and adjust training intensity accordingly. The sensor data also reveals which soldiers maintain optimal performance under extreme stress and which require additional conditioning. Adjacent to the main hall sits the Virtual Reality Combat Laboratory, a facility that can transform its environment to match any location on Earth within minutes. The laboratory uses advanced climate control systems and acoustic manipulation to create complete sensory experiences. Soldiers train in simulated Arctic conditions where surfaces become genuinely slippery with artificial ice and temperatures drop to match real polar environments. Minutes later, the same space becomes a tropical jungle complete with humidity and vegetation sounds. Urban warfare scenarios include realistic traffic noise and the visual complexity of crowded city streets. The artificial intelligence opponents represent the most sophisticated aspect of the training system. These virtual enemies analyze soldier tactics during each encounter and develop new strategies for subsequent sessions. The AI can recognize individual soldiers and remember their preferred combat approaches, forcing each trainee to continuously evolve their methods. During observed training, the AI opponents demonstrated advanced tactical knowledge, using cover effectively and coordinating group movements. The system creates increasingly difficult scenarios as soldiers improve, ensuring that training never becomes routine or predictable. Advanced simulators track performance metrics throughout each exercise session. The system monitors soldier movements, weapon handling, and tactical decisions with remarkable precision. This data allows instructors to analyze combat techniques and identify inefficient movements or tactical errors that might prove fatal in real operations. The system can compare individual soldier performance to established optimal patterns and provide specific feedback for improvement. Video analysis sessions show soldiers their own movements alongside demonstrations of perfect technique. Environmental chamber systems replicate extreme conditions that soldiers might encounter during actual operations. These chambers can simulate temperature extremes ranging from Arctic cold to desert heat within controlled timeframes. Soldiers practice equipment maintenance, weapon operation, and tactical movements under conditions that test both physical endurance and technical proficiency. The chambers include altitude simulation capabilities that prepare soldiers for high elevation operations, where oxygen levels affect performance significantly. High-tech firing ranges incorporate scenario-based training that goes far beyond traditional marksmanship practice. These ranges create complex tactical situations where soldiers must engage targets while navigating obstacles, coordinating with team members, and processing multiple information streams simultaneously. The ranges can simulate urban environments, rural terrain, and industrial facilities with remarkable accuracy. Targets appear and disappear based on programmed scenarios that test decision-making speed and accuracy under pressure. Combined Arms live-fire exercises integrate multiple weapon systems and tactical approaches in realistic combat scenarios. These exercises require soldiers to coordinate infantry movements with supporting elements while engaging targets across varied terrain. The training incorporates communication challenges, equipment malfunctions, and time pressure that mirror real operational conditions. Soldiers must demonstrate proficiency with multiple weapon systems while maintaining tactical awareness and team coordination. GPS-DENID navigation training prepares soldiers for operations in environments where satellite communication is unavailable or compromised. These exercises require soldiers to navigate using traditional methods while maintaining mission objectives and team coordination. The training includes urban environments where tall buildings block satellite signals and rural areas where electronic warfare might disrupt communication systems. Soldiers learn to operate effectively using map reading, compass navigation, and terrain recognition skills. The integration of these technologies has transformed training efficiency in measurable ways. Training duration for specific skills has decreased significantly compared to traditional methods, while skill retention rates have improved substantially. Soldiers demonstrate better performance consistency across varied scenarios and maintain their skills longer between training sessions. The technological approach allows for precise measurement of improvement rates and identifies specific areas where individual soldiers require additional focus. Instructors operating these systems require extensive technical training beyond traditional military expertise. They monitor multiple data streams simultaneously while managing complex simulation parameters and analyzing real-time performance metrics. The instructor workstations resemble command centers more than traditional training oversight positions. These instructors can modify scenarios instantly based on soldier performance, creating customized training experiences that address individual weaknesses or build upon existing strength. The facility operates continuously with different training scenarios running simultaneously in various sections. Advanced soldiers train alongside newer recruits, but in separate environments that match their skill levels appropriately. The system can accommodate multiple training objectives simultaneously, from basic marksmanship improvement to complex multi-team coordination exercises. This flexibility allows the brigade to maintain continuous training cycles without scheduling conflicts or resource limitations. Data collection from these training systems provides unprecedented insight into Special Forces performance patterns. The brigade maintains detailed performance databases that track individual soldier improvement over time and identify which training methods produce optimal results. This quantitative approach to training assessment removes much of the subjective evaluation that characterized previous training methods. The psychological impact of training with such advanced technology extends beyond skill development. Soldiers report increased confidence when facing real-world scenarios because they have experienced similar situations in training environments that felt completely authentic. The technology also reduces the psychological barriers associated with combat stress, as soldiers become accustomed to maintaining performance under simulated extreme conditions. These sophisticated training systems require equally advanced equipment to maximize their effectiveness. The technology that soldiers use during these exercises must match the complexity of the scenarios they face. Next-generation equipment arsenal. The equipment room resembles a technology showcase more than a traditional military armory. Soldiers select gear that incorporates advances in materials science and domestic manufacturing capabilities. Each piece of equipment represents years of research and development aimed at creating tactical advantages that previous generations could never have imagined. The transformation from conventional military gear to these advanced systems reflects a fundamental shift in how special forces approach combat operations. The standard uniform now functions as an integrated communication platform. Advanced fiber materials woven directly into the fabric create communication pathways that connect various systems seamlessly. These materials transmit data throughout the uniform, linking sensors, communication devices, and monitoring systems without external equipment. The fabric itself contains processors that manage information flow and power distribution across the entire system. Soldiers can communicate with team members, receive tactical updates, and monitor their own physiological status without carrying visible electronic equipment. Health monitoring capabilities built into the uniform provide continuous medical surveillance during operations. Embedded sensors track heart rate, blood pressure, body temperature, and hydration levels in real time. The system can detect early signs of heat exhaustion, dehydration, or injury before symptoms become apparent to the soldier. Medical data transmits automatically to command centers where doctors can monitor soldier health status and provide immediate guidance for field treatment. The uniform can even alert medical personnel when soldiers require immediate attention based on physiological indicators. The QBZ-95 assault rifle family represents the backbone of the brigade's personal weapon systems. Enhanced versions of this domestically produced platform incorporate advanced optics and targeting systems that improve accuracy across varying combat conditions. The weapon features modular components that allow rapid reconfiguration for different mission requirements. Environmental sensors built into the system compensate for temperature changes that affect performance, maintaining reliability across diverse operational environments. The rifle's design reflects years of domestic development aimed at reducing dependence on foreign weapon systems. Advanced sniper systems like the QBU-10 incorporate thermal scopes that provide enhanced targeting capabilities in low-light conditions. These weapons feature precision-engineered barrels and advanced optics that extend effective engagement ranges significantly beyond previous generation systems. The thermal imaging capabilities allow snipers to identify targets through smoke, fog, and darkness with remarkable clarity. Ballistic computers integrated into the scope systems calculate range, wind speed, and environmental factors automatically, providing targeting solutions that improve first-shot accuracy rates. Specialized underwater rifles serve the brigade's marine mission requirements. These weapons function reliably in aquatic environments where conventional firearms would fail completely. The underwater rifle systems use specially designed ammunition that maintains effectiveness beneath the surface while providing adequate stopping power against targets. These weapons represent unique domestic manufacturing capabilities that address specific operational requirements for amphibious special forces missions. Modular load carriage systems distribute equipment weight across the soldier's body more effectively than traditional gear arrangements. These systems use advanced materials and ergonomic designs that reduce fatigue during extended operations. The modular approach allows soldiers to configure their equipment loads based on specific mission requirements while maintaining mobility and combat effectiveness. Quick-release mechanisms enable rapid equipment adjustments during operations without compromising soldier safety or mission capabilities. Individual soldiers now control unmanned aerial vehicles that extend their reconnaissance capabilities beyond line-of-sight limitations. These UAV systems provide real-time video feeds and intelligence-gathering capabilities that enhance situational awareness during operations. The drones operate with sufficient autonomy to continue missions when communication links become disrupted. Advanced battery technology allows extended operation periods before requiring replacement power sources. Night vision systems combine thermal imaging with target recognition capabilities to identify threats in complete darkness. These systems operate across multiple light spectrums simultaneously, providing detailed environmental information that exceeds natural human vision capabilities. The technology distinguishes between different types of targets automatically, highlighting potential threats with visual indicators that help soldiers prioritize engagement decisions. Target recognition software maintains identification capabilities even when individuals attempt to disguise their appearance or use concealment. Weapon platforms feature modular designs that allow rapid reconfiguration for different mission requirements. Quick coupling systems enable soldiers to attach or detach components within seconds without specialized tools. A single base platform can transform between different configurations based on mission needs, reducing the total weight soldiers must carry while providing access to specialized capabilities when circumstances require them. The modular approach ensures compatibility across different weapon systems and manufacturers. Each modular component includes built-in diagnostics that monitor performance and predict maintenance requirements. The weapon systems alert soldiers when components approach failure thresholds and automatically request replacement parts through communication networks. Standardized interfaces ensure that components remain compatible across all weapon platforms, simplifying logistics and maintenance procedures during extended operations. Body armor constructed from advanced materials provides enhanced protection while maintaining mobility requirements. The armor adjusts its protective characteristics based on threat assessments and environmental conditions. Standard projectiles encounter maximum protective settings, while different threat types produce optimized defensive responses. The armor maintains flexibility for normal movement while providing enhanced protection when sensors detect incoming threats. Communication systems integrate seamlessly with all equipment platforms, creating comprehensive information networks that connect individual soldiers with command elements and supporting units. These systems maintain connectivity across diverse operational environments while providing secure communications that resist enemy interception attempts. The integration extends to weapon systems, medical monitoring, and tactical coordination capabilities. The domestic production capabilities behind these systems represent significant investments in indigenous military technology development. Advanced manufacturing facilities produce these sophisticated systems entirely within China, reducing dependence on foreign suppliers while maintaining technological superiority. The production processes include extensive testing and evaluation to ensure each system meets operational requirements under extreme conditions. This comprehensive equipment arsenal prepares soldiers for the complex operational environments they will face, particularly in the dense urban landscape that surrounds their primary area of responsibility. Urban warfare, specialization, evolution. Beijing's massive scale creates operational demands unlike any other urban environment globally. With 22 million residents spread across a metropolitan area larger than many countries, the brigade must prepare for population densities that exceed anything in military history. The training compound now dedicates entire buildings to replicating the specific architectural features and infrastructure layouts that define Beijing's urban landscape. Soldiers navigate through environments designed to mirror the exact conditions they would encounter during actual operations in the capital. Urban warfare specialization centers are mock urban villages and live-fire simulation complexes that test soldiers across realistic metropolitan scenarios. These training areas incorporate the architectural complexity of Beijing's mixed-use developments, where residential buildings connect directly to commercial spaces and office complexes. Soldiers practice navigation through interconnected structures that mirror the city's actual building layouts. The facilities include working infrastructure systems that create authentic urban environments complete with functioning utilities and communication networks. Training exercises incorporate the unique challenges of Beijing's underground infrastructure, including subway tunnels, utility corridors, and historical structures that create complex three-dimensional operational environments. Soldiers learn to coordinate movements through interconnected underground systems while maintaining communication with team members positioned throughout different levels. The training scenarios include power outages, structural damage, and emergency situations that force soldiers to adapt their tactics in real time. Navigation techniques allow soldiers to maintain directional awareness in environments where traditional landmarks provide limited guidance. Hostage rescue drills in building complexes represent a primary training focus that reflects contemporary security requirements. These exercises utilize live actors who portray both hostages and potential threats, creating realistic scenarios that test decision-making under extreme pressure. Soldiers must distinguish between actual threats and innocent civilians while moving through crowded indoor environments. The training incorporates controlled explosives that simulate the sensory impact of actual combat while maintaining safety protocols for all participants. Anti-terrorism exercises with live actors create immersive training environments that push psychological and tactical limits. These scenarios include active shooter situations, bomb threats, and coordinated attacks that require soldiers to minimize civilian casualties while neutralizing threats efficiently. Live actors follow detailed scripts that create unpredictable human behavior patterns, forcing soldiers to adapt their responses based on individual circumstances rather than predetermined tactical procedures. The exercises incorporate realistic crowd dynamics and panic responses that soldiers must manage while pursuing tactical objectives. High-rise building assault techniques utilize advanced rappelling systems and reconnaissance capabilities that enable operations in Beijing's towering urban landscape. Soldiers train to approach targets from multiple vertical angles using specialized equipment designed for extreme altitude operations. The rappelling systems include powered ascent capabilities that allow soldiers to move vertically up building exteriors when conventional entry points remain inaccessible. Building assault scenarios incorporate the unique challenges of Beijing's architectural styles, including mixed-use buildings that combine residential, commercial, and office spaces within single structures. Room clearing techniques adapted for urban environments emphasize rapid deployment while maintaining operational effectiveness across varied indoor spaces. Soldiers practice movement patterns that account for civilian furniture, architectural obstacles, and limited visibility conditions found in actual residential and commercial buildings. The training includes situations where soldiers must secure buildings without alerting occupants to their presence, requiring specialized movement techniques and communication protocols that minimize noise and visual detection. Mass evacuation procedures require soldiers to coordinate civilian movement while maintaining security and operational objectives. Training scenarios simulate emergency situations where soldiers must facilitate civilian evacuation while preventing panic and maintaining public order. The procedures include coordination with transportation systems, emergency services, and government agencies to ensure efficient population movement. Soldiers practice communication techniques that provide clear instructions to large groups while maintaining calm and preventing dangerous crowd behaviors. Underground tunnel combat scenarios include pursuit operations where soldiers must track targets through interconnected systems while maintaining team coordination and communication. The training incorporates navigation techniques that function in environments where GPS systems provide limited guidance. Soldiers practice emergency procedures for tunnel collapses, flooding, and other structural failures that could trap them underground during operations. The claustrophobic, low-visibility conditions push psychological limits as soldiers learn to operate effectively in confined spaces for extended periods. Chemical and biological threat response training reflects contemporary security concerns that require specialized protective procedures. Soldiers train in full protective equipment for extended periods, learning to maintain combat effectiveness while wearing gear that restricts vision, hearing, and movement. The training scenarios include situations where soldiers must operate in contaminated environments while protecting civilian populations and completing tactical objectives. Chemical detection equipment and decontamination procedures become integrated elements of standard operational protocols. Coordinated operations with Beijing's police force and emergency services create seamless interagency response capabilities that maximize operational effectiveness. Joint training exercises involve multiple agencies working together to respond to complex scenarios that require diverse expertise and resources. The brigade practices communication protocols that allow effective coordination between military and civilian agencies during emergency situations. These joint operations demonstrate how specialized military capabilities can enhance civilian emergency response without compromising either organization's effectiveness. The interagency training includes scenarios where military and civilian responders must coordinate actions while maintaining their respective operational authorities and responsibilities. Communication systems enable real-time information sharing between agencies while preserving security protocols that protect sensitive military information. Joint command structures provide clear leadership hierarchies that prevent confusion during complex multi-agency operations. These comprehensive urban warfare specializations have transformed the Beijing Special Combat Brigade into one of the world's most advanced metropolitan warfare units. The intensive training programs produce measurable results that demonstrate the unit's evolution beyond its original mission parameters, though the full extent of their operational capabilities has remained largely classified until recently. Classified mission statistics revealed. Recent mission documentation reveals operational statistics that military analysts have requested for years. The brigade's mission tempo has increased significantly compared to previous decades, covering counter-terrorism, diplomatic security, intelligence gathering, and emergency response operations across China and internationally. These missions demonstrate an operational frequency that reflects the unit's expanded role in national security operations and their growing importance within China's special forces structure. Counter-terrorism missions dominate the operational schedule, with incidents requiring brigade intervention across multiple provinces. These operations range from single-target arrests in urban environments to complex multi-day sieges involving hostage situations and explosive devices. The geographic distribution extends across Western regions where separatist activities require ongoing security responses. Each counter-terrorism operation involves extensive intelligence gathering, tactical planning, and post-operation analysis that ensures mission success while minimizing civilian casualties. Diplomatic security missions account for a substantial portion of brigade operations during recent reporting periods. These assignments include protection details for visiting foreign dignitaries, security sweeps of diplomatic facilities, and threat assessment operations at international venues hosting Chinese officials. The complexity of diplomatic security has increased substantially as foreign relations expand and security threats become more sophisticated. Brigade personnel coordinate with multiple agencies during these missions, including foreign security services and international law enforcement organizations. Intelligence gathering operations represent documented missions where brigade members conduct reconnaissance and information collection activities. These operations often extend over weeks or months, requiring sustained surveillance and infiltration capabilities that distinguish special forces from conventional military units. The intelligence missions frequently support broader national security objectives and provide information that influences policy decisions at the highest government levels. Mission completion rates indicate effective operational planning and execution across diverse operational environments. Emergency response missions demonstrate the unit's versatility beyond traditional military operations, including search and rescue activities, hazardous material containment, and civilian evacuation coordination. These missions show how the brigade provides specialized capabilities during natural disasters, industrial accidents, and public safety emergencies. The emergency response role has expanded as local authorities increasingly request specialized military support for situations that exceed civilian capabilities. Hostage rescue operations represent one of the brigade's most critical capabilities, with missions requiring exceptional tactical proficiency and operational planning. The brigade has completed numerous hostage rescue missions with success rates that demonstrate their advanced training methods, enhanced intelligence gathering, and technological advantages. These operations often involve complex urban environments where soldiers must distinguish between actual threats and innocent civilians while maintaining operational effectiveness under extreme pressure. PLA Special Operations Forces participate in joint exercises abroad, including anti-piracy operations in the Gulf of Aden and collaborative training with allied nations. These international engagements reflect China's growing role in global security matters and the brigade's reputation among international special forces communities. Cooperation missions often involve technology sharing and tactical knowledge exchange that benefits all participating nations while expanding operational experience for brigade personnel. Anti-terrorism operations within China have increased substantially since 2020, reflecting evolving internal security challenges that require specialized military intervention. This increase encompasses both actual terrorist incidents and preventive operations based on intelligence indicating potential threats. The brigade's domestic operations coordinate closely with civilian law enforcement agencies while maintaining operational security and effectiveness. The expansion demonstrates the growing complexity of internal security threats and the brigade's expanding role in domestic counter-terrorism efforts. Mission duration has decreased significantly due to enhanced intelligence gathering capabilities that provide more accurate initial assessments and reduce time spent on reconnaissance activities. Advanced communication systems enable faster coordination between team members and support elements, eliminating delays that previously extended mission timelines. Improved equipment reliability reduces equipment-related delays and maintains operational momentum throughout mission execution. The reduced mission duration also indicates better tactical planning processes that anticipate potential complications and prepare alternative approaches before deployment. Pre-mission rehearsals using advanced simulation technology allow teams to practice specific scenarios and identify optimal tactical approaches. Real-time intelligence updates during operations enable commanders to adjust plans quickly when circumstances change, maintaining operational efficiency and reducing time requirements. The PLA's focus on protective gear and medical support in Special Forces training has enhanced soldier safety during operations. Advanced body armor and personal protection systems provide better survival rates when soldiers encounter dangerous situations. Medical support improvements include faster evacuation procedures, better field treatment capabilities, and enhanced trauma care that increases survival rates for injured personnel. The brigade maintains medical specialists who accompany high-risk missions and provide immediate treatment for wounded soldiers. Cyber warfare integration has appeared in most recent operations, demonstrating evolution beyond traditional physical combat missions. Most operations now include digital components such as communication interception, electronic surveillance, or computer network disruption. Brigade personnel receive extensive training in cyber operations that complement their physical combat capabilities. The integration reflects modern warfare realities, where digital and physical operations occur simultaneously during most missions. Electronic warfare capabilities enable the brigade to disrupt enemy communications, disable surveillance systems, and gather intelligence from digital sources during operations. Soldiers carry portable electronic equipment that provides cyber warfare capabilities without requiring additional personnel or support elements. The cyber integration enhances mission effectiveness while reducing reliance on external support for electronic warfare operations. Response times for Beijing area emergencies have improved substantially through better alert systems, pre-positioned equipment, and streamlined deployment procedures. The brigade maintains rapid response teams that remain on standby status around the clock, ensuring immediate availability when emergency situations arise. Helicopter transport capabilities enable rapid deployment to any location within the Beijing metropolitan area. These operational developments reveal capabilities that substantially exceed the unit's original mission parameters established during the formation period. The expanded operational scope, enhanced technological integration, and increased mission complexity demonstrate continuous evolution that keeps pace with changing security threats. However, achieving this level of operational effectiveness requires more than advanced equipment and tactical training. Psychological warfare and mental conditioning. The mental resilience required for these complex operations demands specialized psychological conditioning that goes beyond traditional military training. The psychological conditioning facility occupies an entire underground level where soldiers face mental challenges designed to build unbreakable psychological strength. Modern warfare requires soldiers who can maintain tactical effectiveness while experiencing psychological pressures that enemy forces specifically design to destroy mental resilience. The training program addresses threats that range from traditional interrogation techniques to sophisticated information warfare campaigns that target cognitive vulnerabilities. Political commissar systems ensure soldiers maintain ideological commitment alongside tactical proficiency throughout their service. These political officers work directly with combat units to reinforce loyalty and dedication to national objectives during challenging training periods. The commissar system provides continuous political education that strengthens soldiers' resolve when facing difficult operational conditions. Regular sessions address the psychological challenges of Special Forces service while reinforcing the importance of their mission to national security. This political framework creates soldiers who remain committed to their objectives even when facing extreme personal hardship. Rotational stress training in harsh environments builds psychological resilience through prolonged exposure to challenging conditions. Soldiers spend weeks in remote locations where they must maintain tactical effectiveness while dealing with environmental stresses that test mental fortitude. These exercises take place in desert regions, mountain areas, and other challenging terrains that create sustained psychological pressure. The rotational approach ensures soldiers experience diverse stress factors that prepare them for operations in any environment they might encounter during actual missions. Stress inoculation through prolonged field exercises creates psychological conditioning that enables soldiers to function effectively under extreme pressure. These exercises extend for weeks without breaks, forcing soldiers to maintain performance standards while experiencing cumulative stress effects. The training includes sleep restriction, limited food supplies, and constant tactical challenges that mirror real operational conditions. Soldiers learn to recognize their own stress responses and implement mental techniques that preserve cognitive function during extended high-pressure situations. The field exercises incorporate realistic scenarios where soldiers must make critical decisions while experiencing physical exhaustion and psychological pressure. These situations reveal which individuals can maintain sound judgment when facing multiple stressors simultaneously. The training identifies soldiers who possess the mental characteristics necessary for special operations and eliminates those who might compromise mission success under pressure. Performance during these exercises often determines advancement opportunities and specialized training assignments. Ideological education forms a core component of psychological conditioning that reinforces soldiers' commitment to their mission and unit. Regular sessions address the historical context of their service, and the importance of their role in national defense. The education program includes study of military history, political theory, and contemporary security challenges that help soldiers understand their place within broader strategic objectives. This intellectual foundation provides psychological stability during challenging operations by connecting individual actions to larger national purposes. The ideological training addresses potential psychological vulnerabilities that enemies might exploit during operations. Soldiers learn to recognize propaganda techniques and maintain operational focus despite exposure to conflicting information or psychological manipulation attempts. The education program prepares soldiers to resist attempts to undermine their confidence or commitment through sophisticated psychological operations. This preparation proves essential during operations where enemies specifically target soldier morale and unit cohesion. Advanced interrogation resistance training prepares soldiers for capture scenarios where enemies attempt to extract information through psychological manipulation. The program includes exposure to traditional interrogation methods such as sleep deprivation, social isolation, and psychological intimidation. Soldiers experience realistic interrogation scenarios where trained specialists attempt to break their mental resistance using sophisticated psychological pressure tactics. The training teaches soldiers to recognize manipulation attempts and maintain operational security even under extreme psychological duress. Modern interrogation resistance addresses information warfare techniques that use propaganda and disinformation to influence decision-making. Soldiers learn to identify subtle manipulation tactics embedded in seemingly legitimate information sources. The training includes exposure to sophisticated psychological operations that use social media, news sources, and interpersonal communication to spread false information and influence behavior. Soldiers practice analytical techniques that help them distinguish between accurate information and deliberate misinformation during operations where information reliability becomes critical. Meditation and mindfulness practices form essential components of the psychological training curriculum. Soldiers learn techniques that help them maintain emotional control and mental clarity during chaotic combat situations. The meditation training teaches soldiers to observe their own thoughts and emotions without becoming overwhelmed by stress responses that could impair tactical decision-making. Regular practice creates mental discipline that enhances performance across all aspects of military operations. Sleep deprivation training pushes soldiers beyond normal human limits while requiring them to maintain tactical effectiveness. Soldiers operate for extended periods without adequate rest while completing complex missions that require sharp cognitive performance. The training teaches soldiers to recognize the early signs of mental fatigue and implement countermeasures that preserve essential cognitive functions. Soldiers learn to prioritize mental energy for critical decisions while managing routine tasks through established procedures that require minimal conscious attention. Team bonding exercises create unit cohesion through shared experiences that forge psychological connections between soldiers. These exercises place entire units in challenging scenarios where success depends on absolute trust and cooperation between team members. Soldiers face difficult situations where individual success requires complete reliance on teammates for support and protection. The shared experiences and mutual dependence create psychological bonds that persist throughout subsequent military service and operational deployments. Psychological evaluation processes assess personality traits, cognitive patterns, and stress responses that correlate with training success. These evaluations identify individuals who possess the mental characteristics necessary for extreme psychological conditioning. Candidates undergo extensive testing that measures their baseline psychological resilience and capacity for mental adaptation under stress. The assessment process ensures only soldiers with appropriate psychological profiles advance to specialized training programs. This comprehensive psychological conditioning creates soldiers who remain tactically effective when facing sophisticated psychological warfare techniques. The transformation in mental preparation reflects broader changes in how the brigade approaches soldier development, changes that become apparent when comparing current methods to earlier training approaches. Comparative analysis, then versus now. Documentary footage from the early 1990s shows soldiers training with equipment that appears primitive compared to current standards. The original Beijing Special Combat Brigade operated with basic assault rifles, standard military radios, and conventional body armor that provided minimal protection against modern weapons. Training exercises focused on physical conditioning, marksmanship with iron sights, and basic tactical movements across open terrain. Soldiers learned map reading using paper charts and communicated through hand signals when radio silence was required. The contrast with today's technologically integrated soldiers appears so dramatic that comparing the two units seems like examining different military organizations separated by decades of advancement. The 1990s unit emphasized physical fitness above all other qualifications. Recruits spent most of their training time building endurance, strength, and basic combat skills that remained unchanged since traditional warfare periods. Weapon training concentrated on accuracy with conventional firearms and proficiency with standard military equipment that any infantry unit might use. Soldiers learned to operate in small teams using tactics that relied heavily on individual physical capabilities and basic coordination between team members. The training philosophy assumed that superior physical conditioning and conventional military discipline would provide adequate preparation for special operations missions. Modern soldiers master advanced encryption protocols that protect communications from interception by sophisticated enemy surveillance systems. They operate artificial intelligence systems that process tactical information faster than human analysis could achieve. Current training includes cybersecurity protocols, electronic warfare techniques, and digital intelligence gathering methods that require university-level technical education. Soldiers learn to disrupt enemy communication networks while executing physical combat operations simultaneously. The technological integration extends to every aspect of military operations, from individual equipment management to large-scale mission coordination across multiple domains. Training duration reflects the complexity shift between eras most clearly. The original 6-month program provided sufficient time to develop physical fitness and master basic military skills that defined special forces capabilities in the 1990s. Current 18-month training cycles barely accommodate the technical knowledge required for modern operations. Soldiers spend months learning computer programming, electronic systems operation, and advanced mathematics necessary to operate quantum communication equipment. The extended training period also includes psychological conditioning that addresses threats unknown to previous generations, such as information warfare and cyber-psychological manipulation techniques. Physical fitness standards have actually increased despite the technological focus. Modern soldiers must meet higher strength and endurance requirements while simultaneously mastering technical skills that require significant intellectual capacity. The combination creates training demands that exceed what either physical or technical training alone could achieve. Soldiers develop hybrid capabilities that blend traditional warrior skills with advanced technical expertise in ways that previous military doctrine never contemplated. The PLA's Special Operations Academy in Guangzhou and elite training bases near Beijing represent massive investments in advanced technology and specialized equipment programs. These facilities integrate electronic warfare capabilities with urban training environments that create comprehensive preparation systems. The training infrastructure enables capabilities that seemed impossible during the 1990s formation period. Advanced simulation systems and experimental equipment programs require resources that demonstrate national priorities, placing special forces' technological superiority among the highest defense spending categories. Multiple advanced training bases across China support this highly classified training system. Mission success rates document measurable improvement in operational effectiveness. The original success rates reflected the limitations of 1990s technology, intelligence gathering capabilities, and tactical coordination methods. Current success rates demonstrate how technological advancement enhances mission outcomes across all operation types. Better intelligence systems provide more accurate pre-mission planning information. Enhanced communication systems enable real-time tactical adjustments during operations. Advanced equipment reduces the likelihood of equipment failures that previously compromised mission success. The success rate improvement also reflects better soldier preparation through advanced training methods. Simulation technology allows soldiers to practice specific mission scenarios before actual deployment. Virtual reality training provides experience with rare situations that soldiers might encounter only once during their entire career. The preparation level far exceeds what traditional training methods could achieve, resulting in soldiers who perform better during actual operations. Personnel expansion from 200 to over 3,000 active members reflects both increased mission requirements and specialized subunit development. The original unit operated as a single cohesive team that handled all mission types with the same personnel and equipment. Current organization includes specialized subunits dedicated to cyber warfare, urban operations, international cooperation, and technological development. Each subunit requires personnel with specific expertise that takes years to develop through specialized training programs. The larger organization enables simultaneous operations across multiple domains that would have been impossible with the original 200-member structure. Cyber warfare specialists can conduct digital operations while traditional combat teams execute physical missions. Intelligence gathering units can provide real-time support to operational teams through advanced surveillance and analysis capabilities. The expanded structure creates operational flexibility that multiplies the unit's effective capabilities beyond simple numerical increases. Training safety improvements demonstrate how technology enhances soldier protection even during dangerous preparation activities. Advanced medical monitoring systems detect injury risks before they become serious medical problems. Better protective equipment prevents injuries that would have been inevitable with 1990s safety standards. Improved emergency medical response provides faster treatment for injuries that do occur during training. International recognition demonstrates how the unit's reputation has expanded beyond regional awareness to global acknowledgement among special forces communities. Military professionals worldwide now study the brigade's training methods, equipment innovations, and operational techniques. International cooperation missions provide opportunities for knowledge exchange with elite units from other nations. The global reputation reflects demonstrated capabilities that exceed traditional special forces standards. This comprehensive transformation represents fundamental changes in how special forces conduct operations, gather intelligence, and coordinate complex missions across multiple domains simultaneously. The evolution reflects not just improved equipment, but entirely new operational concepts that position the brigade to address security challenges that extend far beyond the unit's original mandate. Geopolitical role in modern Beijing protection. These expanded operational concepts now define the brigade's role in protecting Beijing against contemporary security challenges that extend across multiple domains. The security landscape surrounding Beijing has transformed beyond recognition since the brigade's original formation. Today's threats emerge from sources that military planners could not have anticipated 3 decades ago. Cyber attacks targeting government networks, coordinated terrorist activities, and sophisticated espionage operations represent daily concerns that require constant vigilance. The brigade now monitors threat indicators across multiple dimensions simultaneously, from traditional physical surveillance to digital communication intercepts that reveal hostile intentions before they manifest as actual attacks. Modern protection protocols extend far beyond the physical boundaries of government buildings and official residences. The brigade maintains security oversight for major international events that bring world leaders to Beijing, including Belt and Road Initiative summits and other high-profile diplomatic gatherings. These operations require coordination with foreign security services while maintaining Chinese sovereignty over security operations within the capital. The protection mission has expanded as China's international engagement increases, and Beijing hosts more frequent meetings between global political and economic leaders. Counter-terrorism operations represent a primary focus area that requires dedicated personnel and advanced tactical capabilities. The brigade coordinates closely with the People's Armed Police to address domestic security threats that could destabilize the capital region. These joint operations combine military special forces capabilities with civilian law enforcement expertise to create comprehensive response systems. The coordination enables rapid deployment of specialized capabilities when threats exceed normal police response capacity, while maintaining clear operational authorities between military and civilian agencies. Intelligence gathering operations maintain awareness of threats that might originate from international sources. The brigade monitors activities that could indicate foreign-sponsored terrorism, espionage operations, or other hostile activities targeting Beijing's government facilities and critical infrastructure. This intelligence mission requires technical expertise in surveillance methods, communication interception, and behavioral analysis that identifies potential threats before they develop into actual attacks. The global awareness provides early warning capabilities that enable preventive action rather than reactive responses. Domestic security coordination involves multiple agencies throughout the Beijing metropolitan area that share information and resources during complex security operations. The brigade maintains liaison officers embedded within police departments, emergency services, and civilian government departments to ensure effective collaboration. These liaisons provide real-time information sharing that enables rapid response to emerging threats while preserving security classifications necessary for effective operations. The coordination network can mobilize multiple agency responses within minutes when situations require capabilities beyond any single organization. The brigade participates in international anti-piracy operations that demonstrate China's growing role in global security matters. These missions take place in international waters where Chinese naval forces protect commercial shipping from piracy threats. Brigade personnel provide specialized boarding capabilities and hostage rescue expertise when piracy incidents involve Chinese vessels or crew members. The anti-piracy mission reflects China's expanding international trade relationships and the need to protect economic interests beyond territorial boundaries. Peacekeeping missions abroad showcase the unit's capabilities in international cooperation and conflict resolution. Brigade members participate in United Nations peacekeeping operations where their specialized training provides valuable capabilities for complex international missions. These deployments offer opportunities for knowledge exchange with elite units from other nations, while demonstrating Chinese commitment to international stability. The peacekeeping role has expanded as China increases its participation in global security initiatives and international cooperation programs. Emergency response capabilities address natural disasters and crisis situations that could affect the capital region's stability. The brigade maintains specialized equipment and trained personnel for search and rescue operations, hazardous material containment, and mass evacuation coordination during emergencies. These capabilities integrate with civilian emergency services while providing specialized military resources that exceed civilian response capacities. The emergency response mission demonstrates the unit's evolution toward comprehensive security functions that support both military and civilian authorities. Counterintelligence operations focus on preventing foreign infiltration and espionage activities that target government installations throughout the Beijing area. These operations require sophisticated surveillance techniques and technical countermeasures that detect foreign intelligence activities. The counterintelligence mission includes monitoring for recruitment attempts against government personnel and preventing unauthorized information gathering that could compromise national security. This defensive mission complements offensive capabilities by protecting sensitive information and facilities from foreign intelligence services. Social stability maintenance during major public events reveals the brigade's role in comprehensive security planning. Large-scale public gatherings, political meetings, and cultural celebrations require security coordination that addresses crowd control and threat detection while maintaining public order. The brigade coordinates with local police forces to provide specialized capabilities during events that could become targets for terrorist attacks or foreign interference. These operations require understanding of crowd psychology and event management that extends beyond traditional military expertise. The protection mandate encompasses critical infrastructure systems that maintain Beijing's function as a modern megacity. The brigade monitors power generation facilities, transportation networks, and communication systems that support 22 million residents. Specialized teams conduct regular security assessments of these facilities and maintain response plans for scenarios where infrastructure attacks could disrupt city operations. The infrastructure protection mission requires technical expertise in engineering systems and urban planning that extends beyond conventional military knowledge. Beijing's status as China's political center creates security requirements that affect international relationships and economic stability. The brigade must consider how security threats might influence diplomatic negotiations and political decisions that impact global affairs. This comprehensive security approach recognizes that modern threats often target political influence rather than physical infrastructure alone. The expanded mission scope reflects China's emergence as a global power where Beijing's security affects international stability. The transformation from a purely military unit to a comprehensive security organization demonstrates how modern special forces must address threats spanning multiple domains while maintaining traditional capabilities. This evolution has required fundamental changes in training methods, equipment systems, and operational procedures that prepare soldiers for missions extending far beyond conventional warfare. The comprehensive approach to Beijing's security now demands access to training facilities that can replicate the complex operational environments these soldiers will face. Behind the scenes, training facility access. The specialized training infrastructure that supports these complex operations spans multiple locations across China, each designed for specific aspects of special forces preparation. Advanced urban warfare training bases near Beijing provide realistic environments where soldiers practice the metropolitan combat scenarios they will face during actual operations. These facilities incorporate full-scale building replicas, underground tunnel systems, and mock civilian environments that test soldiers across every aspect of urban warfare. The training bases include live-fire ranges designed specifically for close-quarters combat and hostage rescue scenarios that require split-second decision-making under extreme pressure. Airborne training centers provide specialized instruction in parachute operations, helicopter insertion techniques, and aerial reconnaissance capabilities that distinguish special forces from conventional military units. These facilities maintain aircraft specifically configured for special operations training, including helicopters equipped with fast-rope systems and transport aircraft modified for high-altitude, low-opening parachute deployments. Soldiers practice insertion techniques across diverse terrain types while carrying full combat loads that mirror actual operational requirements. The airborne training includes night operations, adverse weather conditions, and emergency procedures that prepare soldiers for the unpredictable circumstances they will encounter during real missions. Specialist Special Operations Forces training academies throughout China coordinate advanced education programs that combine military tactics with technical expertise required for modern warfare. These academies provide instruction in cybersecurity, electronic warfare, and intelligence analysis that transforms traditional soldiers into hybrid military technical specialists. The curriculum includes advanced mathematics, computer programming, and systems analysis that enable soldiers to operate sophisticated equipment and understand complex tactical situations. Academy instructors include both military professionals and civilian experts who provide cutting-edge knowledge in rapidly evolving technical fields. The training facilities incorporate live-fire exercises that use actual ammunition and explosive devices to create realistic combat conditions. Soldiers practice room-clearing techniques, explosive breaching, and precision marksmanship under conditions that closely mirror actual combat stress levels. The live-fire training includes scenarios where soldiers must distinguish between hostile targets and innocent civilians while maintaining tactical effectiveness under extreme time pressure. Safety protocols ensure soldier protection while maintaining the realistic conditions necessary for effective training. Joint training exercises with other military units provide experience in coordinated operations that require integration between different military specialties. Special Forces soldiers practice working alongside conventional infantry, armored units, and air support elements during complex multi-phase operations. These joint exercises demonstrate how Special Forces capabilities enhance conventional military operations while revealing the coordination challenges that arise when different military units work together. The joint training prepares soldiers for real-world operations where success depends on effective cooperation between diverse military elements. International training exchanges provide opportunities for Chinese special forces to learn from elite units in other countries while demonstrating their own capabilities to foreign military professionals. These exchanges include joint exercises, tactical knowledge sharing, and equipment evaluation programs that benefit all participating nations. Chinese soldiers gain exposure to different tactical approaches and equipment systems, while foreign participants observe Chinese training methods and operational techniques. The international cooperation enhances global military relationships while providing valuable learning opportunities for all participants. Simulation technology integrated throughout these facilities creates training scenarios that adapt to individual soldier performance levels and learning speeds. Computer-controlled systems monitor soldier responses during exercises and automatically adjust scenario difficulty to maintain optimal training challenge levels. The simulation systems can recreate specific real-world locations with remarkable accuracy, allowing soldiers to practice missions in environments identical to their actual operational areas. Advanced artificial intelligence programming creates virtual opponents that learn from soldier tactics and develop counter-strategies that force continuous tactical evolution. Medical training facilities provide instruction in combat medicine, trauma treatment, and field surgery techniques that enable soldiers to provide life-saving medical care during operations. These facilities include fully equipped surgical suites where soldiers practice treating severe injuries under combat conditions. Medical training scenarios incorporate realistic wound simulation, time pressure, and resource limitations that mirror actual battlefield medical situations. Soldiers learn to perform complex medical procedures while wearing full combat equipment and operating under hostile fire conditions. The comprehensive training infrastructure represents massive investments in domestic military technology development and specialized equipment manufacturing. Advanced manufacturing facilities produce training equipment, simulation systems, and specialized weapons that support the sophisticated training programs. The domestic production capabilities ensure that training systems remain current with technological developments, while reducing dependence on foreign suppliers for critical military training equipment. Maintenance and support facilities ensure that complex training equipment remains operational despite intensive use and harsh training conditions. Specialized technicians maintain simulation systems, weapons platforms, and environmental control systems that require expert knowledge and precision maintenance procedures. The support infrastructure includes spare parts manufacturing, equipment upgrade programs, and technical training for maintenance personnel who keep the training systems functioning at peak efficiency. These extensive training facilities create capabilities that enable continuous adaptation to evolving operational requirements and technological developments. The infrastructure supports research and development programs that test new equipment, evaluate tactical innovations, and develop training methods for emerging threats. However, the rapid pace of technological advancement now presents challenges that exceed even these sophisticated training capabilities. Future challenges and technological integration. Military planners now confront integration challenges that demand fundamental changes in how special forces prepare for modern warfare. The pace of technological change creates training demands that exceed traditional military education cycles, forcing the brigade to develop new approaches for maintaining operational readiness across multiple domains simultaneously. Soldiers who mastered cutting-edge equipment during their initial training find their skills require constant updating as new systems emerge faster than training programs can incorporate them into standard curricula. The brigade must balance teaching established techniques with preparing for technologies that continue evolving throughout soldier careers. Joint operations training represents a critical challenge, as modern missions require seamless coordination between special forces, conventional military units, air support elements, and civilian agencies. These complex operations demand communication protocols that function across different military branches while maintaining operational security and tactical effectiveness. Soldiers practice coordinating with helicopter pilots, naval units, and intelligence services during multi-phase operations that test their ability to integrate diverse capabilities. The joint training reveals coordination difficulties that arise when different military specialties work together under combat conditions. The integration challenges extend to equipment compatibility between different military units that use varying communication systems and tactical procedures. Special Forces soldiers must learn to operate effectively alongside conventional infantry units that use different radio frequencies, command structures, and tactical approaches. Training scenarios include situations where Special Forces must coordinate artillery support, airstrikes, and ground movements using communication systems designed for different operational requirements. The compatibility issues require soldiers to master multiple equipment platforms and communication protocols simultaneously. Human factors and leadership development have become essential components that address the psychological and social challenges of modern military service. Advanced technology creates operational environments where individual soldiers control systems that affect entire mission outcomes, requiring leadership skills that exceed traditional military hierarchy structures. Soldiers learn to make independent decisions while maintaining team coordination and mission objectives under conditions where communication delays prevent immediate supervision. The leadership training addresses situations where junior soldiers must assume command responsibilities when senior personnel become casualties or communication failures isolate units. Leadership development programs teach soldiers to manage teams that include both military personnel and civilian specialists during complex operations. Modern missions often require coordination with computer technicians, medical specialists, and intelligence analysts who possess critical expertise but lack military training. Soldiers practice leading mixed teams where technical knowledge and military discipline must combine to achieve mission objectives. The leadership challenges increase when operations extend over weeks or months, and team dynamics affect long-term mission success. Information warfare presents ongoing challenges that require soldiers to distinguish between accurate intelligence and deliberate misinformation during operations. Enemy forces use sophisticated propaganda techniques and false information campaigns designed to influence military decision-making and undermine operational effectiveness. Soldiers learn to verify information sources, recognize manipulation attempts, and maintain tactical awareness when exposed to conflicting intelligence reports. The information warfare training includes scenarios where enemies plant false intelligence designed to trigger inappropriate military responses. Counter-information operations require soldiers to understand how enemy forces gather intelligence about friendly operations and develop countermeasures that protect operational security. Modern communication systems create digital signatures that reveal troop movements, equipment locations, and tactical plans to sophisticated surveillance systems. Soldiers practice communication discipline that prevents intelligence leakage while maintaining the information flow necessary for effective coordination. The training addresses both technical security measures and behavioral changes that reduce intelligence vulnerabilities. Unmanned systems integration creates tactical challenges where soldiers must coordinate with autonomous platforms while maintaining human oversight of critical decisions. Drone operations require understanding of flight characteristics, sensor capabilities, and communication limitations that affect how unmanned systems support ground operations. Soldiers learn to interpret drone surveillance data, coordinate drone movements with ground tactics, and maintain operational effectiveness when unmanned systems malfunction or become compromised. The integration training includes scenarios where multiple drone types operate simultaneously during complex missions. Counter-unmanned systems training prepares soldiers for operations where enemy forces deploy autonomous weapons and surveillance platforms. These systems can operate independently for extended periods and coordinate attacks using artificial intelligence that adapts to defensive measures. Soldiers learn to recognize unmanned system signatures, exploit machine limitations, and use electronic warfare techniques that disable autonomous platforms. The training includes scenarios where swarms of enemy drones coordinate attacks that require rapid response and tactical adaptation. Recruitment challenges intensify as civilian technology careers offer financial incentives and advancement opportunities that compete directly with military service. Qualified candidates increasingly choose private sector positions that provide higher salaries, better working conditions, and career flexibility that military service cannot match. The brigade must develop recruitment strategies that emphasize unique training opportunities, advanced technology access, and national service importance while competing against civilian employers who actively recruit the same talent pool. The recruitment competition extends to retention challenges where experienced soldiers leave military service for civilian careers that value their specialized training and technical expertise. Private security companies and technology firms actively recruit special forces veterans who possess the hybrid skills that modern industries require. The brigade must provide career advancement opportunities and specialized training that maintains soldier interest throughout extended military careers. Training infrastructure limitations create bottlenecks that prevent rapid expansion of special forces capabilities despite increasing operational demands. Advanced simulation systems, specialized equipment, and expert instructors represent finite resources that cannot accommodate unlimited training expansion. The brigade must prioritize training programs while maintaining quality standards that ensure operational effectiveness. Resource allocation decisions affect which capabilities receive development priority and which potential improvements remain unfunded. These integration challenges require continuous adaptation as operational requirements evolve and new technologies emerge. The brigade must maintain current operational capabilities while developing future systems that address emerging threats and changing mission requirements. The transformation process demands institutional flexibility that enables rapid change without compromising the fundamental capabilities that define special forces' effectiveness. The comprehensive transformation documented throughout this investigation reveals the extraordinary evolution of China's premier special forces unit. The soldiers who complete this training program represent a fundamental shift in military capability that extends far beyond traditional special forces concepts. Their advanced communication systems, enhanced targeting capabilities, and information warfare expertise create operational possibilities that seemed impossible during the unit's formation in the early 1990s. The Beijing Special Combat Brigade's evolution from a basic 200-member unit to a sophisticated 3,000-person organization demonstrates China's commitment to maintaining technological superiority across modern warfare domains. These elite soldiers now protect Beijing against contemporary threats while conducting counter-terrorism operations, diplomatic security missions, and international cooperation exercises that showcase their expanded capabilities and growing operational readiness in an increasingly complex security environment.